How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk to you guys about the new Altar of Summoning seasonal activity for Season of the Witch for Destiny 2. Honestly, just give me a second. I'm gonna wait until the 30-second mark passes so that I can say what I really want to say, because YouTube is really cautious and really pays attention to what you say, I guess. But let's talk about it. I'm not going to talk about the weapons or anything of the sort, solely because that's like a topic for a different video, especially when I deep sight them. Then I'll actually talk about them and give an honest review about them as well. But holy hell, do the fucking enemies in this activity slap like a truck. Because you know how we always complain about how there's a lot of instances where you're doing a lot of activities, like maybe in Salvage from last season, where there's not enough ads, and like Dado said, everything is like so spaced out, you barely kill anything, you're just running around, maybe shooting occasional enemies. It's like they listened, because now you are dying more than you are killing, it feels like. It doesn't matter if you queue with a fire team or if you queue with random people. The ad density in this activity is really good, and the enemies don't care. They just keep spawning, and it's really good because how you actually get rewards in the activity itself. You basically do anything in the game, from dungeon encounters to raid encounters to strikes. You basically do anything and you will get these offerings, some blue, some purple. So you basically go to one of these altars and you deposit one, you or your teammates, it doesn't matter who, but if you do it, you get XP for it. So once you deposit it, you have to basically do like a mini boss encounter with a couple of mechanics and stuff like that. It really does feel like a dungeon. They did a really good job, because it's not boring like deep dives, and it's not boring like the Salvage or any other seasonal activity that we have had in the past. It actually feels refreshing, and it forces you to do a lot of damage in little time. Now you might be wondering, what happens if you fail? If you fail, which is likely to happen until you actually get the hang of it in like the first couple days and stuff, you will still get rewards. You can still get engrams and stuff like that. It's just not going to be up to par with what you want. The amount of XP you get is always going to be the same from what I've noticed. Another really good thing is you can pull out your Sparrow to get to other parts quicker, which is really nice. The areas are different. Something that is very reminiscent of Castellum is that you can go to an area, do the encounter, kill the boss, succeed, you get your chest, you just wait like 30 seconds, 40 seconds, and then the whole thing resets and you go back to the middle and you start again. You don't have to go to orbit and restart the activity. There's no commendation screen telling you that you finished, which saves you some time if you are farming for loot. Which, speaking of the loot, I can't speak of the weapons because I obviously don't have them crafted yet to actually, you know, give you an honest review of them. But something that I can say is that you get a lot of witch engrams very quickly by doing this. The little tarot cards that you also get, they have their own purpose. That's something we can cover in a different video, but you also get a bunch of them, as well as some weapons. A lot of weapons that I have gotten have been deep sighted. Something else that I will say is that the arena itself is not necessarily that big, and some of the areas do get repetitive if you're doing this for an hour and a half, 2 hours, because you know you're going to the same places every time, which I guess gets a pass because, well, like we've talked about before, there's also another seasonal activity, kind of like how you had Deep Sight and Salvage. You also have Sabbath Spire, which honestly, I'll be completely honest with you, it has its own mechanics and whatnot, but I don't really enjoy that activity as much as I like this one. This one just feels a lot more fast-paced. And when I was in here with my friends, yes, the area itself is beautiful. It really captures your attention. You have places that you can go. It's very fluent. It's straight to the point. There's a lot of enemies that you can kill, but it also has a lot of nostalgia factors. I can't really explain what it is. Now, as far as Eris goes, I kind of do wish that there was more going on. Maybe like when you start the encounter itself, she is like small, like we've known her to be, and then at the end of the encounter, she's like bigger and stuff, because having her the same way, I understand if you've been doing it for 3 hours and some random joins, you're not going to understand what's going on, but you know, it would have been nice. I am very critical of a lot of things in the game, especially endgame, because I've said this before, I play this game every day, so yes, I am going to be more critical, but I still understand that if I play it every day, I can't be complaining, because this is like the only thing I do. What else am I going to nitpick? But I have told my friends and some people that are in my server, which you should join by the way, that this activity actually feels like a breath of fresh air. You're actually killing, because you don't want to join an activity where there's like no enemies, so you're like, I'll just stay AFK and move my joystick a little bit so I don't get kicked. I'll kill a couple enemies in the final boss room, I'll get the chest, and I'll repeat, because that's boring. So here you actually have an opportunity to get kills and whatnot. So to recap, is it a good activity? Yes. This is probably the first time next to Menagerie that I will gladly with open arms say this activity alone is worth buying the season pass over. I'm being completely transparent when I say that. You're obviously doing it for the weapons and the XP and the ranks, but we'll get to that. Let me know what you think down below, though. I will catch you boys later with a different video. Thank you for watching. I hope you are enjoying the new season. And that is it, everyone. Have a good one.